What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching any of the videos, the last video I posted, I did talk about prismatic powders right here that I had ordered, white powder coat for, drum roll, the F350 by 7.3, and I'm gonna do some parts on that. So I'm supposed to have, I think I ordered 2 pounds of this stuff. So let's open this up and see what we got. They do, I believe it's 2-day shipping if I remember correctly. And man, it comes super fast. I ordered this Friday, and it's on, it's Monday today, and it came. So, yep, there we go. Let me block out my address, but you can see I got the gloss white. Hopefully, I think the gloss white will match the rest of the white powder coated stuff. If you have seen my traction bars, a buddy of mine, White Oak Powder Coating, who like has a big oven and sandblaster, he did those for me, and I think this is the same powder he used, just so I get the same color, and you know, I don't have a whole bunch of different colors around. But the rest of this video is going to be on how to powder coat lug nuts. So without further ado, let's get started. Your first step, obviously, know what you want to powder coat. I always start with warming my oven up because I hate waiting, you know, for that to finish up. You know, when I'm ready to powder, I want to be able to shoot the powder, throw them in. So I always start off first by bake, and you'll want it at about 400 degrees, and start. So that is step number 1. Okay, so I have 8 lug nuts here. As you can see, like, the powder coat was just not good at all. It didn't stick. So a tool that I made, if you are specifically gonna powder coat lug nuts, the easiest way is to stud them like this. Typically, I would sandblast these. So if you have access to a sandblaster or anything like that, sandblast them. So that came off pretty easy. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to sandblast them. Just clean them up. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these lug nuts, and then I will join you back when I am about to spray the powder. This is kind of the powder coating desk I made. It's nothing fancy, it's just to keep a little more organized. So you don't have cables and wires running everywhere. This obviously is your power. This one runs to your gun, and then you will plug your air compressor hose right in there, and then you've got your ground and your button for the charge. Another important part is your air. It's almost time to change these beads. These right here, the desiccant beads. Anyways, when they start turning pink, that's when they're all used up, and you can see there's still some purple, so, or blue, whatever. And like I said, your air hose goes into the gun. Now this step is the probably the next most important step. Once you have them clean like this, I'm going to use purple powder and a rag, and just, I don't want a ton on there, but I just want to clean the surface so you can see what comes off that you don't want. And you don't want to use like a paper towel. That will leave, you know, a whole bunch of paper towel dust. This is specifically, they're called white rags, and they're shop rags, so they're made for this kind of stuff. That is ready to be shot. But put that back. I don't know if you can see how much powder is in there. It's not even halfway full, and all that right there will probably be enough to do all the lug nuts. So it goes a really long ways. Then all you do, twist it back on, and this is the Eastwood gun. I see here DG10. I don't know if that's the model number or what. Alright, so we've got it in, right like that. You don't need a lot of air pressure. Most people say like between 5 and 8, I believe, is what a lot of people use. There we go. And you can see how it's all just sticking right to the lug nut there. Once this ground cable is connected, when you press this button, a red light will show up over here. That just lets you know that it's putting an electrical charge through the powder here, and it's going to stick right to that where the ground is. Here's a good example. If one doesn't turn out the way you want it, literally, since this is just powder at this stage, you can blow it off or wipe it off and start over. So it's very forgiving this way. So watch this. I'm just gonna, for some reason, I had a part of this. Oh, I see it. There was a section that wasn't sticking to, and under further inspection, it's that I didn't grind it off all the way. Alrighty, so after you've powdered them, you're gonna pop them in the oven right here, as you can see, and you're going to wait probably, I would say probably with these 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. It may take longer, but that really, you don't want to rush the baking process. Well, you don't want to rush any of the process, but particularly the baking side of things. It's very important. I do have a a heat gun here so I can tell what the temperature of the metal is. But if you don't have this, I'm going to assume most people probably beginning don't have this. So I'm going to go off of, once you see the powder flow out, which when I say flow out, I mean get like slick, like it should look. Once it flows out, I typically give it about, I don't know, probably like 15 minutes. It all depends on how big of a piece you're doing. But as you can see, we're still not flowing out. So I'm going to leave those in there probably for 20 minutes just because I want them to cure all the way. I don't want to have to worry about it. So that pretty much is it. Once you pull them out of the oven, once they are cooled down, they're good to go. You don't have to wait, 30 minutes or an hour. Once you can touch them, when you pull them out of the oven, let them cool down a little bit before you try touching it. But because you can ruin it that way if it's still hot. But once that is cured up and you pop it out of the oven, let it cool down for a little bit, that is all the way cured up, so you can install them right away. So super easy. I just popped these out of the oven, just kind of a little finished product look. I mean, I'm pretty stoked about that. I mean, I put it on nice and thick, and it's amazing how much better the wheels look when they're just white. I remember when I first put them on, the white lug nuts like popped on the rims, and then as the powder coat fell off, didn't look the same. So I'm super stoked to get these back on. I actually made a little second thing here so I just sprayed these, and I'm gonna pop them in the oven too. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let these cool down. I'm gonna run get some dinner in the B3000 there, running good. So I'm gonna run grab some dinner, and I'm gonna pop these in the oven now, and by the time I get back they should be ready to pull out. Then I'll just kind of repeat the process till they're all done. I think that'll wrap it up for today's video. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out more videos on tutorials on how to do stuff yourself. That's all I do pretty much on this channel here is do my own stuff. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you found anything helpful for you. And I'm out.